inbound. Great timing.
Stream still paused at the moment. Oh, okay.
Can I stop streaming real quick? Oh, gotcha.
Okay, never mind. I'll just I'll click on the link then instead.
It still stows. It still stows. It's still shows waiting on my screen, so I've got nothing going on. Okay,
No worries.
this is week 7, right? Week 8. Week 8.
Week 8. Nice.
When are we going live?
It's starting now.
Oh, we're live right now. All right. Well,
Mhm.
how's it going? I'm Ignite the Ice. I'm going to be your shoutcaster for this week 8 game.
And May, I'll be here to assist and analyze with said Firelighter here.
We've got Third Impact versus On the Spot. And let's see, there was.
The draft is starting, yeah.
Draft is starting. On the Spot looks like they're in number 3 seed right now, and Third Impact is number 5. On the Spot gets blue side. So we'll see what we have going on. These teams have both been showing themselves to be strong competitors. I'm interested to see how they're going to face each other. The Kai'Sa ban comes out, and the Ezreal ban.
I am too.
Kai'Sa's super strong right now, so I can see that one. I'm a little unsure as to why Ezreal got banned out. But
Ezreal was buffed recently, but I don't think the buffs were that significant.
yeah, I didn't think they were enormous enough to constitute him being almost immediately banned. But the Tristana gets banned also. Volibear out, Illaoi out. Volibear doesn't surprise me at all. He's just so stupid strong right now. It's disgusting.
On Red side, they're going out with the double ban on ADC. What do you think of singling out their OTS's ADC?
I think they're maybe putting a little bit too much priority, thinking he's just going to be a little bit, they. From the band so far, it seems to me that they think that he's going to be the one to carry, and so they're trying to make sure to take any comfort picks away from him, as well as any flex picks out of the range in general. Now you can't flex Trist mid, you can't flex Ezreal mid. We got a Senna and a Kayn pick coming out. Senna's crazy strong right now. Also, I've been seeing a lot of her in solo queue play as support.
Definitely with the hybrid builds going on with lethality and AP now, she heals for almost 300 when she has 3 points in her queue. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I've been seeing that same thing, just insanely, absurdly, like, at least it feels insane and absurdly overpowered. Senna's just kind of walking all over the rift. So, it doesn't surprise me that they pick her up. They grab Rammus as their second pick versus the Kayn jungle. Decent pick. The armor's going to stop a lot of Kayn's damage. I wonder if the taunt will keep him from being able to... It should keep him from being able to ult, I would think. I don't think I've seen this specific Kayn versus Rammus matchup in near enough memory that I can say for sure.
Nor have I. I predict here that they're going to go for their, presumably their bot laners here. There's the Ashe ADC supposedly.
Ashe coming
And
out. Kind of hard to flex Ashe in any other role, so you can probably say with high certainty that's the ADC. She hasn't had any buffs recently, but I've been sending out my tendrils of doom about Wits End Ashe throughout the server. So maybe I have maybe I've got somebody to run my Wits End Ashe build. If we see that, I'll be extremely pleased.
that'd be
And we
very
know
funny in my
we know if we
opinion.
see the Wits End Ashe build that On the Spot's just gonna win. There's just nothing we can do about that because it's so strong. I'm not biased towards me at all. Wukong and Swain coming out. So that bot lane on the side of OTS is just dirty. Ashe Swain is such a intensely poke happy combo. If they land anything, it's devastating.
Pretty much. If you get hit by anything in Ashe's kit, realistically, you get slowed to the point where Swain gets a guaranteed E and you could potentially just pop.
Yep, or the other way around. Swain catches them with his E, then Ashe slows, they're not getting away.
It's true. I have most troubles with routes that go through units, especially with like a Nico route, for example, that gets stronger and bigger by going through units, which I think is really stupid in my opinion.
Like the Seraphine. Damn to hell
Oh.
that champion.
Oh, that's one of my perma bans now, especially if I ever were to go bot lane.
A
With the
Darius
An-
ban and a Nivea ban. We're starting to
Nivea,
see
yeah.
team identity show itself on these two teams. Third Impact has a lot of mobility. You got the Senna E where you go invisible and you run around. Your Rammus charge up, obviously. Your Wukong with your ult and your invisibility. These guys are looking to move around and get where they're going quickly. Whereas on the side of On the Spot, we're seeing like we want lockdown damage. We're gonna keep you in place and just beat you to a pulp. We'll see if they
Essentially-
continue with these identities or not.
Oh, and there's a Seraphine ban.
There's the Seraphine
There it
ban.
is.
Look at that. What do you know?
I mean, Seraphine Senna, especially if Senna, she still does take Glacial Augment now, I think. It's still pretty good for her, especially if you get autoed once, you instantly get stunned pretty much with that Seraphine route.
Yep. That's what I've been seeing, at least in my games.
It's awful.
And it's just it's infuriating when it works.
Oh, is that a Wukong mid instead?
Interesting. It very well might be.
I kind of like it, but also it's very interesting having Ornn be blind picked for top lane, I think.
Well, the Ornn pick is always just super strong, with the ability to upgrade your team's items as well as your own.
Especially,
If you can
yeah.
make it into late game at all, like it's kind of like having a Nasus. All you got to do is get there, and you're gonna win. You know.
Ooh, hovering. Those are some scary champions for Ornn that OTS is hovering.
Wow, rolling through quite quite the variety of champions.
Going in for the. Realistically, a Vayne would be
Covers the
fine
Vayne.
with the 3 tanks going on, but I'm not
Locks in
sure
the
if having
Garen
a...
instead. Interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Garen versus Ornn. I guess that seems pretty even to me. Actually, that seems almost like a skill matchup there.
Skill
Ornn's
matchup
got-
to where...
Ornn's
Sorry?
got his percent health damage. Garen's got his regen. So while Garen is used to being able to
Definitely.
jump in, do some spin to wins, and then just
Spin to
leave
wins,
and
yeah.
leave and regenerate all his health. If Ornn can get some percent health damage out on him, his regen capability is going to be significantly lowered. So but if he
Definitely.
misses the percent health and he takes
Oh.
takes the chunking from the Garen, then now he's at a disadvantage. So
Piers OTS has missed their pick on their side? Is that
No,
something that's
what
not
did we-
registering?
let's see, what is
They Rumble.
Rumble?
All right.
Rumble.
So
We're supposed to have a Rumble. All right.
supposedly a
so it
Rumble
didn't-
mid against a Wukong.
Didn't show up on our screen here, but we have a Rumble pick on the side of On the Spot.
Going in for the last pick here should be the support on red side, unless it is.
Ahri.
I want to say that's a
Whoa.
Wukong support. Unless it's
I
an
kind of agree here. Like, I think it's. I mean, it could be an Ahri support now, also though. Like,
I don't
the
understand
Ahri
the
Senna-
concept of that though. For this,
the Ahri Senna would be scary because you can E with Senna, so Ahri goes invisible. Ahri can hit you with a charm and then ult, and you're pretty much dead. And you're not going to see it coming because you can only see the little dots that show where they're at, not who they are.
especially if Senna is missed. If you're right next to her in the middle, you won't be able to see.
Exactly.
That does seem very scary, and I'm not sure how would you think it would impact the game if it was Ahri against the Rumble instead of the Wukong against Rumble mid, I presume.
I feel Ahri would probably have a better time against him solo. I think he took a little bit of a nerf this patch, but I believe it was more of a Rumble
only
in
the
the jungle
jungle.
nerf.
Yeah,
It
so
really
there's no more
didn't
Rumble in the
affect his
jungle, really.
laning. So he's still gonna have an extreme presence in lane, and Wukong doesn't. I mean, he's got some range, but if he jumps in to smack him and he gets hit with the flame spitter, was it really? The trade's going to be basically the same. All right.
Definitely here we'll be starting the actual
Start.
draft and the custom very soon.
Yep, waiting for both teams to get everything set up. They held true to their identities pretty much all the way through. Third Impact is hugely mobility based.
Indeed.
The Ahri, the Rammus, the Senna, even the Wukong when he ults, and the Ornn's ult also. They just have all the ability to chase down and pick apart on the spot.
100%.
From the other side, though, On the Spot has lockdown for days, and not only do they have just all the lockdown in CC, they have enormously heavy damage coming out of the Kayn, out of the Rumble, and if the Swain gets anything going, out of the Swain. If we see Wits End Ashe, you'll have tons of damage coming out of the Ashe. Like, they have a damage comp. But if they miss their lockdown, if they are incapable of getting a pick onto TI,
Especially.
they have a real good chance of being run down.
I completely agree with this. I'm kind of... Oh my goodness. Looking at the draft one more time for the top laners, especially the Garen versus Ornn, with how much sustain they have for each side, with Garen being able to regen so much of his HP in lane, never being having to leave lane under 50% essentially, especially with Ornn crafting his own items in lane. Who do you think could, sustain themselves for the longest in top lane? And really having pressure on the map is something that most Ornns can do, especially if they use their TP correctly.
Indeed. Neither
what
one
do
of the
you
champions really needs to leave, and I think I touched on that a little bit earlier. I think it's more of a skill
Yeah.
matchup between these two because they each have, a pretty solid strength that they bring to the table, but they also have a weakness against their opponent, and it's not a game-ending, critical strike weakness. It's just if this doesn't go correctly, they're in a little bit worse spot than they would like to be in. All right, we got the actual draft coming out now, finally.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Rumble, and we see the Rumble pick.
It will be Ahri mid though and Wukong support, which I think will be more
Wukong
interesting for
support.
mid lane. And bot
I
lane,
think
actually.
I think Ahri stands a better chance against Rumble.
I think so too.
And Wukong going invisible, Senna going invisible, maybe Senna going invisible, and then having an invisible Wukong go invisible so that he stays invisible longer is also a terrifying thought. And if he can go invisible and ult and then get hit with Senna's E so that he goes invisible again and ults again, now we've just entered horror movie status. We're trying to run away here. I gotta say, I'm super excited to see if the Wits End Ash is coming out.
The Wits End Ash. I'll be looking for it. What I am noticing is the Rumble going cleanse mid, which I think is very smart for the Ahri, especially if you're looking to, with Rumble's somewhat mobility on his W, but lack thereof, especially with like other mid laners, is good to get out of sticky situations, especially with all their teams CC as well. With the Ornn, but the Ornn has knockups, especially the Wukong too. So those things you can't cleanse. Yeah, no worries. I
We hit a
I
pause.
don't have
Okay.
I will not be turning on my camera for this. Sorry. Oh no, I think we'll be okay.
When do we go back live?
Back to the. Oh, were we? Oh, pause for the 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, we have a 3-minute spectator
Yeah,
delay.
yeah. Would you want to do that?
I mean, up to you. We can depends on how you're feeling. We can talk through it. That's pretty easy.
I think that'd be great because I'm gonna go grab some food quickly.
Okay, just take a quick pause.
Yeah, no worries. 1 moment.
Alrighty. ready to start this one up. Alrighty. And it looks
Okay,
like
cool.
we're about ready to start this one up. Third Impact versus On the Spot. I still got a dark screen. There we go.
Glad to post
Color.
links in the chat. There we go.
Ugh.
All right.
As I was saying,
I mean, I was-
I'm already excited. I see the lethal tempo and the inspiration tree coming out on the Ash. I might be a little
Especially,
biased
yeah.
if they decide to do my Wits In build this game. I'm so excited! Yay!
Those rainbows.
Got a possible invade on the side of OTS here.
Looks like they're gonna go for the invade, or watching for the invade as 5 if somebody decided to walk in.
Interesting them to put all 5 in the tri-bush. You're almost banking on them trying to invade you through the tri-bush to make that work. And they decide, yeah, that's probably not going to, so they bail out of it.
Especially since nobody's watching top lane for potential deeper wards.
Yeah, 5-point
Side
setup
blue
on the
buff.
side of TI. Fairly quiet across the map as the players take up their positions. No invading.
Kwang instead of heading bot lane. Potentially blue
wards
side.
even.
Bot lane looking for a cheese possibly. Oh. You know, blue side starting Raptors, I think, is a very good idea, especially with the leashing top side for both bot laners to get there on time. Going in for the really
Oh.
big poke bot lane. Oh my.
Huge damage coming out onto the Wukong, but the Senna being there, it almost doesn't really matter. Yeah, look at that. He's healed back up to half health. Garen and Ornn doing a little trading in the top lane. It also evening out.
Very. Ornn really trying to bully the Garen here, but the Garen getting off the silence. My.
Yeah. I've been seeing this a lot lately. The two bruisers just slugging it out in top lane.
I mean, I think that's what makes like top lane like actually like exciting to watch. You know, not just
Not the
Kind
poor
of.
island of farm that's just kind of out
I
there.
would. that's what I call top lane. Is where a lot of people think that top lane doesn't have any impact on the game, especially until a later game. But I think with the 1v1 especially, it just kind of determines how late game will go, especially if the tanks or the bruises are present during team fights.
True. It has a huge impact. Wukong going in onto the Swain,
I'm
getting some
trying
pretty
to
decent
get
damage
poked,
out, but
but-
taking a ton himself. He's down to about 100 health.
Senna getting greedy for
they get the
pull
cut.
onto the
The
skull.
Senna goes down to the Ash. First blood over to OTS. Wukong's in serious trouble. The exhaust coming out as flashes away. Is it going to be enough? I don't
Ash
think so. The
flashes.
Ash is on top of it with the flash, and her slow is
Wukong
enough to
flashes.
take him down.
Flashes with a Swain.
But we have a Rammus incoming. He says, I'm not going to let you get away with that. Instantly burst down the Swain. Swain is gone. He gets the taunt off on Ash. Ash is going really, really low. She's down to less than 100 HP, but she is going to get out of it, it looks like. Meanwhile, Rumble going hard mid against the Ahri, taking her down to about half health. And meanwhile, top lane, Ornn doing the same on the side of Garen. Garen now forced back under his tower. Everything went from quiet to just stadium roar in just a matter of seconds.
I tell you what, I didn't see the flashing Rammus bot lane coming. It's very funny
Oh!
to me.
Ornn onto the Garen. Garen taking some pretty serious damage. He's having a little bit of trouble in this top lane matchup now. Ornn pushing him off, trying to keep him away from XP as much as he can. but backs off and lets him take the cannon. Interesting.
I'm
Oh,
gonna go
okay.
for the
He's going to
bot.
try and back and buy. I think I personally would have contested that cannon because, yeah, that right there. Garen can now walk up and stop him from backing.
His Ornn chooses to stay.
Regain control of the lane. Yeah, he now kind of has to stay. Like
Yeah, of
he
course.
gave lane control back over to Garen, and Garen knows it. Why that, and you can see the more aggressive stance that he begins taking. Or
Especially,
knows also that he has to back off, and so now he's trying for a little deeper back so that the Garen can't stop him.
Swain going in
Gotta-
for the level 3 gank mid, landing the
Oh!
hook.
But Ram is
Getting the
coming in to
charm, Ram is
support.
coming in. Oh my.
The charm and the taunt is enough to hook the Swain and keep him knocked down. But the Rumble going in on the Ahri. Ahri's taking some serious damage from this Flame Splitter. She's
Ahri
down
has
to
no
under 100
stun.
health. But she gets
Flashes.
the flash from the Rumble comes in. Is it going to be enough to take her down? It is enough to take her down, but the Rumble or the Rammus is saying, "No, Rumble, I do not like you doing that," and takes Rumble down as well.
Last minute levels up, uses the ulti to try to escape. Both Sums mid lane.
Incoming Kane onto the Rumble says, "I'm not going to let you get
my
away with
goodness.
that. It's just an eye for an eye right now," as both teams are slugging it out all the way across the map. Bot lane doing the same. Ram is actually getting out and recalling under his tower. It looks like we might see a gank top lane from the Kane, which would be excellent right now based on where the position is.
Especially with that red side minion wave. Look at all those casters.
Yeah, and the Garen goes in on the Ornn, and so does the Kane. They get the E off on him, the W on him. Ornn's ult comes out. He returns fire onto him. Garen taking a significant amount of damage, but it's not going to be enough. Oh, it is going to be enough. He gets the flash
Oh
out, and
my.
Garen goes down. Kane there to clean it up, but whoa! I did not see that coming. I didn't think he had the damage to do that. He proves me wrong. Oh, and the
Oh my
snare down
goodness.
bot lane also. Wukong taking some serious damage. Ashe steps up with her slow. Is it going to be enough to keep him from getting away? It is enough to keep him. Ashe getting her next second kill, third kill. Double
Oh
kill on the
my.
bot lane for Ashe, while at the same time top lane gets obliterated.
A 4-0 Ashe at 7 minutes.
7
I
minutes
say
in,
that's gonna be hard to come by. Come back
and
from.
7 kills on the side of OTS. They're going to kill a minute right now. Oh, we
As
got to
the-
pause.
Rumble has disconnected.
Yep. It says in chat that he's got some lagging
to
issues.
restart.
He's got to restart. Every now and then that happens.
Okay. Take this second to take a look at the board and the scoreboard for now.
Let's see.
Seeing
The
as in
Ashe 4-0 against the Wukong Senna bot lane.
54 CS.
Not seeing any signs of the wits end though. We're seeing the Noon Quiver come out and the boots come out.
Hey, it might
So,
come later. You never know.
my hopes so far have been dashed. But you never know. You never know. Maybe the Ahri will pop off. She'll be just too much. And he'll have to go for the extra magic resist. All hope is
You're
not
hoping for
gone.
that.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But as of this moment, it looks like they're going to go a standard Ashe build, Noon Quiver, and boots.
I'm gonna take a look at
Significant item
CS
advantage
here.
over the bot lane.
Oh, right. Interestingly enough, I want to take a look at the CS rates for each lane, especially top lane duking it out almost every second of the game, having equal CS.
They've been non-stop just beating the crap out of each other.
With the essential fasting Senna bot lane. I think here with Senna being so behind, hopefully the Senna will be able to pick up where they left off. Especially trying to get that soul lead and absolutely demolishing late game and whatnot.
Yeah, my client is
Yeah,
frozen.
the game's
Is anybody
frozen.
else frozen?
It's frozen for me too. That's okay.
All right, we'll give her 30 seconds or so to let this come back around. Interesting. That I have not seen that. Oh, yep, there we go. Mine started
There it
back up.
goes. Yeah, it's alright
And
now.
we're back in it. And instantly, top lane goes back to beating the crap out of each other, just immediately laying damage against one another. Ahri, though, looking to try and make a play bot lane. Rumble notices she's gone, starts to collapse. She's in a nasty spot if she doesn't get out. Rift coming up, Rumble taking and putting some damage off on the Ahri. Dragon is up as well. Which objective are they going to choose? And are we going to see a fight for it? Right now, if I'm third impact, I take the. I think the smart move here is to take the objective that OTS is not taking. So if they go for Dragon, go for the Rift. If they go for the Rift, go for the Dragon. You know, being a little bit behind, they're gonna want at least something in return for an objective if third impact decides to go for it. But Ashe going in on the Senna, she's got her slow, she's got her W. The W comes out. It's doing serious damage. It's going to be enough to take down the Senna. The Senna going super low, but meanwhile, mid lane, the Rumble's getting hit hard by the Rumble and the Ahri. He goes down mid lane. Top lane, Garen and Ornn going at it as well. Ornn getting knocked down, but the Garen pushing him back under the tower. Disengaging a little bit, looking for a time to try and strike, as Ornn is down to below 50% health. Bot lane pushing in. Swain lands the snare onto the Wukong. Top lane going in. Down goes Ornn to the Garen ult. But bot lane, Rammus is coming in. Says, I'm not going to let you get away with just killing one of my teammates. He gets the hard engage onto the Swain. The Swain getting serious damage, but is it going to put him down? I don't think it is. Ashe returning fire with the slow. Gets down, knocks down the Wukong clone. And with 4 bot, Tia has to recall and reset. We see Kayn. Looks like he's going for the Rift. Yep. Rift goes down to the side of OTS. And TI gets nothing in exchange for the Rift. Falls a bit farther behind. Am I, Can you hear me? Am I the only one here? I have no... I can only hear me.
Oh, that's my fault. My fault. I unplugged my mic by accident.
Oh, there we go. I can hear you now.
Yes.
Top lane, we got some serious engage coming in. 3 go top lane. Ornn gets his ult out, but it's not enough. He goes down quickly to the Kayn, Garen, and Rumble combo. And it looks like they're going to drop Rift and take this top tower.
That's going to be first turret at 11 minutes. While bot lane here looking to clear some vision for the Dragon. Looking to trade for top lane tower for the Dragon.
Trying to get something out of it. They've given up the Rift. They've given up a tower. They need something. Senna ult comes out. It's not enough to take down the Rumble. The Rumble is forced away, though. And they are able to pick up the Dragon, which they First Dragon goes over to third impact. But first Rift to on the spot. Now Kayn finds the Rumble the Rammus in his own jungle. Rumble coming in to help him out. Rumble ult goes out. He gets the flash out of the Rammus. He tries to get away. Is it going to be enough? It is going to be enough. He's able to get out, but he's going back in because the Ahri gets engaged upon. And a disengage comes out quickly because of the TP. But Garen going in, throwing down some damage. Ornn's in a serious spot. Ashe Arrow nails the Ahri. Ahri goes down. Rumble again taking out mid lane, gets a double kill in the mid. Oh my goodness, the damage that's coming out from the Flame Spitter. Rammus having to just roll out of there as quickly as he can. OTS taking control of this game.
Taking over for that mid tower as well. Kayn finding Rammus in his jungle.
Not gonna let him get away with doing anything. Now both Garen and Kayn chasing down the Rammus all the way to his base. It looks like isn't going to be enough. He does get the blast cone out, so he's going to be safe.
Very good blast cone by the Rammus.
That was an excellent blast cone. He was in a real bad spot there. That was really nice for him to get out.
Interestingly enough, yeah.
Third Impact's in a they're in a little bit of a tough spot here. On the spot, starting to snowball on them. They got to figure out what they're going to do to counter this giant Nunu snowball that's rolling towards them right now. They do have some strength in the Rammus. They do have some strength in the Ornn. The only problem is they have to get going.
Ash getting a cheeky control ward down in mid lane just to clear the deeper ward by Senna. Kane spotting the Senna, and the Senna flashes away. Ahri hits the charm. Trying to burst. Oh, and the Swain Aris.
Damage out from both
Just
teams on
disengage
each
now.
side, forcing them to disengage. Neither one loses a member, but both take serious damage. We see a completed Kraken Slayer on Ashe. We see a completed Stride Breaker on Garen. We see a
Gore Drinker
completed
on
Gore
Kayn.
Drinker on Kayn. Oh, and I'm not seeing completed items on the side of Third Impact, unfortunately. They're at an item disadvantage now. They're at a gold disadvantage. If they want to... Oh, the Rumble goes in onto the Ornn. The Ornn chugging
the
right
Senna
back
getting
at
caught
him.
out
The
too.
Senna gets caught out, gets knocked down by the Kayn. The Ornn ult comes out. He uses his jump to get away. The Rumble ult comes out in return, and it's going to be enough to take him down under his own tower. Oh! Ahri hits the charm onto the Ashe, though. Rammus gets the taunt off on the Ashe, and Ashe goes down. Big shutdown onto the Ahri.
Oh my.
800 gold. TI really, really wanted that. They really, really needed that. That sets their Ahri in a much better position than she was. Gives her a little bit of chance and a little bit of agency to turn this game around. We'll see if she can do it. If she can get some charm... The charm taunt combo is scary.
Very, especially directly under towered as well.
Yeah, as exemplified right there. Ashe could do nothing. Just nothing but stand there and die. So TI does have a chance to pull this one back. They can wrest this win from the grip of OTS, but it's going to be difficult. Wukong getting caught out by the Kayn and the Garen. He throws his ult down. The Senna throws his ult, trying to give her a little bit of trying to give him a little bit of a shield. It's enough to give him just enough space to get out. Good ult by the Senna, but the Rammus catches the Rumble with the Ornn for backup. He gets the taunt off on him. The Ornn's there. Rumble's going extremely low. Is he going to be able to survive this fight? I don't think so. Rammus gets a big shutdown also. Wow, 900 gold in just shutdowns coming off of the past 2 kills for TI. And just like that, they are saying we are not lying down and dying. If you want this win, you're going to have to wrest it from our cold, dead hands.
Very well indeed. It appears our probably have not having boots yet. I'm going
You're
for the
breaking up pretty
Everfrost.
bad.
Oh,
Okay, I
I see.
can hear you again.
Oh, okay. I'm okay now.
Alright, having to get out. Garen getting the charge off on her. He
Oh
gets
my.
charmed, though. Is it going to be enough to give her the space to get out? He gets the flash on her, and it is enough for her to hit the blast cone just out of reach of Garen. She's forced to recall, and he goes back to mid. We see Dragon up, Ocean Drake, and OTS deciding they want it. I don't even know if Third Impact has any vision down in that area because they just completely gave that Dragon up. Either they had no vision or they knew that they didn't stand a chance in contesting that Drake. Garen getting a little bold going in with the Wukong and the Senna right there. Rumble getting some damage off onto the Ornn top lane. Oh, get some serious damage off onto the Ornn top lane. The Ornn's ult comes out. He nails the Rumble with it. It's serious damage back onto the Rumble, but is it going to be enough for him to be able to do it? Oh, the return fire is there. It is enough. He stays alive. The Rammus with the save.
My.
down goes Garen. Or excuse me,
Indeed.
Rumble. Garen is alive and running mid. While Kane searches top for a retaliatory effort as Ahri looks to take the turret. Oh, and a little skirmish
Ahri
happening top
popping.
lane. Ahri using her ult to try and get out. Keeping some distance between the two. And yes, Kane is forced to back away. He can't catch up with her. High mobility on this team in favor of Third Impact is starting to show itself. Team identity is starting to become a thing.
Very so. Ash going in with the control ward mid again to clear that ward.
But the second rift goes over to OTS, and Ash is now caught by the Rumble under her
Grimace.
own tower.
Getting a flash on the Ash. Rumble getting an ulti on the
But
Rammus as
Ash
well.
turns and Rammus dies! Just that fast, he tries to dive under the turret and it's not successful. Ash kites him out and kills him. The rest of the team engaging mid lane. We get the Senna ult coming out, but the Wukong goes down.
Swinging
OTS
it
really
downhill.
taking control of this fight. The Kane about to come in. Ornn goes down. Ahri the only one left, but gets caught by the Swain and the Ash, and finally goes down to the Rumble. OTS taking that fight
Listen,
in a 5-0 wipe.
19 minutes. Oh my god.
Not something you want to see if you're on the side of Third Impact.
Grimace is up, hopefully being able to defend mid here while waiting for the rest of his team to show.
He's going to try it. He gets the taunt
Onto
off
the Kane.
onto the Kane, who's
Under
taking
tower.
serious turret damage, and it knocks him way, way low. He's going to have to back out. But Rammus, seizing opportunity, jumps in and gets the shutdown on him. What an ult from the Rammus. He tries to get to the Ash, but the Ash kite is just too strong. Meanwhile, top lane, Garen is having to run for his life as the rest of
Spinning
Third
the
Impact
wind.
goes in on him. He gets his spin out, but the Ornn ult coming in is going to knock him up. The Wukong follow-up. Oh, but he's still... Nope.
Wukong
He's
getting
still
mid.
almost out, but not quite out, and dies. A great run from the Garen, but ultimately not enough, as Third Impact struggles to hang on to this game.
Kane pinging the Baron Nashor reset. Potentially looking for a team fight. Or looking to bait for the Baron, especially. Realistically, with their team, especially with an Ash that's 5-1 at 20 minutes, they could probably just really quickly shred that Baron.
They could. We'll see if that's a decision they decide to go for. They have so much damage right now that I don't think Baron would be a problem at all for them to just cut it into little tiny pieces. And we see some pings from the Kane saying, "Help me out here." I think that's what they're that's what they're looking to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but the Kane finds them. The
Ash
Rammus
arrow
and the
links
Ash ult
Atlantis.
comes out.
It's the Ash kites with a Q. Oh.
It's not quite enough to keep him there, though. Oh, and the
Ahri's
big
in.
charm from Ahri. It's huge. Serious damage coming out. OTS on their back foot now. Garen having to run. Swain caught in a really bad position. Garen going down. Will Swain die as well? The Ahri comes in, gets the charm off on him. Yes, he goes down also. All that's left is the Rumble and the Kane, but they do so much damage. Ahri forced to back out. Wukong forced to recall. A 3-for-3. But Rumble, yeah, all the R's. Rumble pushing mid, Kane pushing top. Wukong says, "I'm going to defend this inhibitor. You're not going to get it." Forces the Kane to back off. Ahri coming in
Kane's
with the backup. Is it
chunking.
going to be enough to take him down? It is enough to take him down. He can't run away. Huge damage from the Wukong. And OTS finding themselves with a little less hardcore of a grip than they had thought.
The gold lead is
They're-
still there, though. Sure. For
Gold lead is still there, but Third Impact making a serious push here to not show that they're just going to die.
looking for the Cloud Soul Drake here. Soul Point. Wanna get
Finally
the high
seeing
pressure
some finished
vision.
items out. Garrett going all the way in on the Senna, though. The chunk is so
Oh.
huge. Senna dies
Oh
almost
my.
instantaneously. Nothing she can do at all. Meanwhile, Ash and the Rummus bot lane are going down, but Rumble comes in. He says, "I'm not going to let you touch my ADC," but he's not there fast enough. Ash dies, but immediately Rumble follows suit, killing the Rammus. Wukong in the back line. Ari and Ornn looking to see if they can't take this dragon away from OTS. Ari goes in on the Rumble.
Here.
She can't. Oh!
Rumble
The
getting
big
good.
Ornn ult takes him down. The Kayn in on the Ari. Ari's having some serious trouble now. She's taken down super low. Ornn taking super low. The flash comes out from the Garen. He's going to be able to take him out, but he can't follow up. He turns back for the dragon, trying to secure the objective.
Ari's behind the
Dragon.
pit, hopefully being able to make it out by backing.
Second dragon over to OTS, showing why they're so to still be feared in this game. What a back and forth run here. This has been quite a bloody game. For being 23 minutes in, we've got 42 kills. Like, we've been seeing almost 2 kills a minute for the entirety of the game.
Well, I like that. I like how this game is very active. Keeps you on your toes.
Does indeed, does indeed. It looks like they're trying to set up a play around Baron here.
Looking for...
But we got 2 members of TI down in the bot lane, which isn't that good. But they
It's
see Garen
Garen.
top, and they try and get a pick out on him. But the damage coming out from the Garen onto the Senna is
Ash
huge.
following
Oh, the
up.
Ash arrow is enough. But the Ornn intercepts it. Garen getting out some damage onto the Ornn. Ornn is stuck in a really bad spot. He's not going to be able to get away from the Ash slow. He can't get away from the Ash slow. Senna's in a super bad spot also.
For a few seconds.
Oh, nope, she
Okay.
follows as well. 5 members of OTS top lane. They just did not want the Baron. They're going to try and end it right now, I believe. Ari coming in to reinforce.
Possibly
Wukong's going to
inside.
try and defend, but he's not strong enough. Ram is having to heal back in the base, and I don't know if they're going to be able to do anything to stop this 5-man team from just taking
getting
out
really
their
low.
Nexus. They're getting some serious damage, though. Look at that. The Ari comes in. She takes down the Ash. But
my.
OTS answers in return. 2 kills quick out of the side of TI, pushing OTS out of the base as Swain and Ash die, but they lose their inhibitor for it. OTS in a pretty good spot right now.
Indeed.
The Garen onto the Senna is wrecking havoc right now. He's able to put out so much damage that she just can't do anything. She ends up being deleted before she can have a significant impact on the fight. If
Red
they can
side.
keep the Senna alive, they have a pretty good chance of making a fight turn to their favor, especially if they can find a fight with the Garen bot like he is, find a 5v4.
Someone will have to answer him soon, very...
But
Eventually.
exactly. Someone will have to answer if they don't choose to take the fight. But the Ari
Bringing
gets
a
caught
charm
out.
of
She gets some
Rumble.
serious damage onto the Rumble. The Rumble gets Zhonya's by the
Stopwatch.
Wukong goes in. It's not enough. Wukong dies. Rumble lives.
Swain R-ing on the other side of
But
the wall.
Kayn, he
unfortunately.
says, I'm not done. He wants the Senna. The Senna goes down quick as the Ornn ult comes out. The Ash's W comes out. The slow onto the Ornn. The
He's
Ornn's
on
in a
the edge.
serious spot now. I don't think he's going to be able to get away. He's not able to get away. The Ram is coming in. He's going to take on the Rumble and the Ash at the same time. Is he going to be able to do it? I don't know. He gets pinched by the Swain. He's not able to go and take her out. Dies quickly. Ari
Ari
caught
getting
between
pinched.
4, and there's just nothing
Oh,
she can do.
unfortunately.
OTS with another ace. 5 for 1 out of that fight. I'm
Looking to
seeing
terminate
real
inhibitor.
trouble in the future of TI. Wukong and Senna still up though. They might be able to do something if they can catch one of them out underneath the tower. Senna does enough damage that they can pick up more of these shutdowns that have been just handed out all over this game so far. There's been a massive amount of gold delivered
Especially, yes.
to TI in the form of shutdowns. But really, they're looking at slim pickings. There's only 350 gold in shutdowns on the enemy team to be had right now, and they have super minions in their base, and OTS is looking at Baron.
100%.
They're in real trouble right now. Let's see what they have in store to turn this bad situation into a good one for them.
Picking the Cloud Drake spawning in about 40 seconds here. Someone will have to stay in base to essentially babysit super minions. Hopefully.
Right now, TI has a small window of opportunity with the super minions not in their base, and I don't know that they're in position to take advantage of it. It looks like OTS is going to start up the Baron and force them to try and do something. And I don't think they can even contest. I think they just give up the Baron here. Maybe they try for the Drake, but the Drake's not going to be up
Drake is up very soon though.
before
About
they
10
can
seconds.
get the Baron. Baron goes down to OTS, and they're making a run for the base. TI deciding they want the dragon.
Ash Arrow goes down on the dragon pit though. They do see them all there. They start running it down.
Trying to stop the backs from happening so they can get the damage onto these Nexus towers. The tower under the damage Nexus, yes. Wukong getting caught takes some pretty serious
going
damage. The
hard.
Orno comes out, but it misses.
Second part.
He gets hit with an Ash Arrow, though. The Ash Slow comes out. There's not much he can do. He gets slowed heavily. Rammus goes in. He's going to try and salvage the fight, but it's not enough. He gets pelted down by the Ash. Wukong gets his ult off. Does some serious damage, but I don't know that it's going to be enough. The ult from Ash coming out, trying to kill off TI
goodness.
under their own towers, and doing so. Oh, no. One Nexus turret falls. 3 members of TI are down. Are they going to be able to salvage this one? I don't know. It looks like OTS might have this game in the bag right here, right now.
All those minions, especially.
Wukong is going to give it one last Hail Mary shot. It's not enough. He gets chunked super low. Ari does the same. She gets chunked low. Both of them go down, and I think
that's
OTS
game.
takes this game right here. They do. What a game. What a game. 60 kills in less than 30 minutes. Whoa.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Straight up blood fest there. Everyone out for
Indeed.
all the blood they could find. And it looks like we have OTS as captain in here.
Zilla, yes.
Hey guys.
Zila,
Hello.
congratulations on the win today.
Indeed.
Great
Very
job.
interesting game.
Thank you very much.
That was a bloodbath though. That was 60 kills in less than 30 minutes, like between the two teams. Were you expecting that type of a game, or were you looking or were you thinking it was going to be more of a passive farm it up till Orin is strong with new items?
To tell you the truth, I wasn't really sure. The Wukong though, the Wukong pick was kind of crazy. The Wukong pick came out, and it was just one of those things where it's like, oh no, it's happening. Like we knew that it was Wukong bot lane. Because we've done our research. We draft prepped pretty well.
Yeah.
We kind of knew what they were gonna pick across the board, except the Wukong was a big surprise, and so was the Ari and I guess the Rammus was too. We weren't expecting that. We were expecting like a Hecarim, a Mundo, or something like that. But yeah, because we wanted to take the Kayn away, for sure, since that's what their jungler mainly plays.
Indeed.
But as far as being a bloodbath, no. I mean, after seeing both comps, no, I wasn't.
You said you did pretty heavy draft prep for this game. Were you expecting the team identity of TI to be that chase you down, take picks out type of identity, or were you thinking something else coming out? Because I note that your guys' identity seems to revolve around lockdown and heavy damage within a short period of time.
No, not really. I guess part of that kind of ties into what we expected from bot lane. We definitely expected the Senna for sure. And based on their pick order, we kind of knew like what they were gonna pick when, and that helped a lot. I kind of feel like they would have picked Seraphine in the second phase if we didn't ban it for the support or mid, because that is something that they can flex, and they can flex well.
We actually spoke of that.
They're a really good team. They're a really good team. And
no, they played very well.
The various players, absolutely. But yeah, no, I mean, we weren't expecting the Wukong. I can't say it enough how we weren't expecting the Wukong.
I don't think we were
Um,
either, honestly.
We weren't, but
but
we were lamenting the dangers of it as soon as we saw it. Like
mhm,
The Ari.
there was some scary stuff that could have happened between the Ari, the Wukong, and the Senna that thankfully you guys were able to keep from happening. That'd be my final question. Was that something that you were intentionally trying to do, or is that just how things worked out?
um, yeah, I mean, that's kind of why we banned the last two things that we did. We banned the Anivia and the Seraphine because we absolutely did not want to give up a chain ult for the Wukong, for the Senna, for the Rammus. Because
Indeed.
like I think you saw it a little bit there around the probably like the 24-minute mark.
Oh
There was a
yeah.
bit of
Yeah.
a skirmish in their top jungle, and
Yep.
we very nearly threw the entire game. It was a bit of mixed communication on our end, how we like started that skirmish. But props to them for taking advantage of it. And honestly, like all things considered, they were very close to winning this game. So
Yes, they
props to
did.
them.
They played fantastically well, and there were several times that it looked like they might just pull that one back. I think we're out of time though, so congratulations on your win this week.
Thank you, sir.
And
Yay.
we're looking forward to seeing you guys play next week.
All right, appreciate it.
Indeed, take
Have a good
care.
one.
Oh, and I believe that's it for us here at Avid Gaming Esports. That was OTS versus TI Week 8. OTS coming out on top. Nothing really more to say on that front. So, thanks for joining us. Have a great night.